a student from Comparative International Education Program, a Fulbright grantee from Indonesia. So please welcome Budi.
Thank you very much, Nikolai. Good afternoon, everyone. A few days ago, I had a conversation with my friends, one of my friends. In that conversation, she said to me, "You're lucky that you got a scholarship for your PhD degree. And you don't have to worry about money, and you just have to focus on your study." The reason why she said this to me is that she has been accepted into a PhD program, but still struggling to find funding or money for her PhD degree. In a master's program that she will be finishing this semester is funded by herself. She paid by using her own savings, but she can't afford for paying tuition fee for PhD degree. And then I gave a response to her. I said, "Yes, you're right, I'm lucky. I got a scholarship. I don't need to be worried about money and funding. But there is one thing that you don't know. That is actually very different in the way we think, how we think before. You, my friend, before she came here, she worked for 5 or 10 years and then saved some money and then used that money to come to United States and pay for her own master's degree. She got what she wanted to get. Me, before I came here, I never thought about money, about saving money. If I thought about how to save money for studying in the United States, it would take probably 20 or 30 years for me to save that huge amounts of money. So that I didn't think about money. But what I thought at the time was about how to get a scholarship, how to win a scholarship. And this scholarship has to be a full funding scholarship. Because if the scholarship stopped in the middle of the semester, I would not be able to pay the tuition fee. So at the time, I guess what we think, like what we will get. It's like, now I got a scholarship and for my PhD degree. She is struggling looking for funding. So from that conversation got me thinking that it might be good for me to share a little experience in winning an international scholarship. So I did my bachelor degree in Indonesia, and soon after I finished my bachelor degree in Indonesia, I got a scholarship, international fellowship program from Foundation USA, and then I went to University of Manchester in United Kingdom. And after finishing my master's degree, I got Fulbright scholarship and I came here. I believe that winning a scholarship is not about intelligence, but preparation. The question about how to win a scholarship, this is a common question. A lot of people, probably those who are studying here by using scholarship, you know very well that a lot of people asking about how to win a scholarship. And also, the answers and strategies to win a scholarship widely available on the internet. You can find it easily. Although a lot of people asking about this question, most of them, unfortunately, will never feel satisfied with the answer until they get a scholarship. So, at this time, in this presentation, I would like to share my own experience about how to win a scholarship by reflecting it on my own experiences and also some books that I have written about this. Next. So, if I'm asked about how to win a scholarship, I would say first begin with a dream. In this presentation, I would not provide you with a long, exhausting list of how to win a scholarship. Instead, it will be about reflection from my own experience. So, firstly, I would say begin with a dream. The reality starts from a dream. Everything that we enjoy in our daily life was a dream, somebody's dream. the people or the creator carried those dreams and made those dreams come into reality. When I was a child, 3 years old, my father died, and my mother had to struggle alone, working very hard to make a living for our family. I wasn't from a affluent family, and one day, my mother said to me, "Budi, I would work as hard as possible only for one thing, pay for your school. But remember one thing, you can only help your family and other people if you can study as high as possible." It is translated from my own language. It says that studying from elementary school until PhD degree. Only by having high level of education, then you can help your family and other people. At the time I was confused. Why? Because we were not rich, and no one in my family has ever studied at university level. And one more thing, I wasn't the best student at school. So it's kind of confusing for me. But because it came from my mother, I carried those words and I kept that in my heart. So at school, while studying, whenever I heard somebody is getting scholarship, I would chase it. I would read stories about them, and then I would find how they could get a scholarship. Then after finishing my senior high school, I went to a university. It was a miracle I could get into this university because I wasn't the best at school. But then when I started my bachelor degree, I started to think about how I could continue my study to master's degree. I wanted to continue my master's degree in other country by using scholarship right away after my graduation. At the time, these three dreams were too good to be real because no one ever achieved those kind of things before. Usually people need to try a couple of times, then they will get a scholarship. Or others, they need to work about 2 or 3 years, and then they will apply for scholarship, then they get it. At the time, whenever I told my friend about it, they laughed at me. But at the time, I just told myself, this is my dreams, and I built these dreams based on my own mother's advice. Next, focus. Second is focus. Focus on your study, focus on what you're doing, focus on the issues that you're interested in. The scholarship, the reason why a scholarship is created is that they want people to address, to solve certain issues, social issues. And most of scholarship recipients, they work very hard or spend most of their time in addressing social issues. So, to be that kind of a person, you need to be good at what you're doing. You have to be good in your own field of study. It's not necessary to be the best, but at least you know what is going on your field of study. At the time when I was doing my bachelor degree, I just participated in any organization that could enable me to participate in addressing educational issues. And then I tried to write as many as possible articles in education. And that helped me to build this kind of profile in the field of education. Next. See the requirements of the scholarship. Don't wait till you need it, because usually when you look for it, once you need it, you will find it, you will never find it. So see the requirements, gather information about scholarship, and then try to reflect on your own self. And later, when the real information or the scholarship that you're looking for come to you, you will not need so much time to understand about it. Next. So prepare. The preparation about how to win a scholarship is not easy, and it can be done in a short time. You might see somebody who is only working on application for a week and then apply for a scholarship and then they won it. Actually, he or she doesn't prepare for a week. She has built that kind of profile long before. She has worked in that kind of field like 5 or 10 years before. So that when that scholarship information comes to him, she just needs to fill out the form. She just needs to compile all the administrative stuff. So actually, it really takes time. And I remember that when I did my bachelor degree, I told my friend about my plan to apply for a scholarship after finishing my bachelor degree. They laughed at me. And then when I got a scholarship right away, like what I said, do you know what they said to me? You're lucky. And then when I did my master's degree in the UK, and then I told my friends, I really wanted to continue my study to doctoral degree right away. And then they laughed again to me. And then when I get the scholarship, you know what they said to me? You're lucky. So sometimes I feel very angry with this word lucky, because it's kind of, they overlook the amount of effort that we have spent to provide our profile or to construct our profile to win a scholarship. So I would say, if you ask me a question, how to win a scholarship, I would say first, dream about it. Second, you have to focus. Focus on your field of study, focus on what you're doing, focus on the issues that you're interested in, and then see the requirement of the scholarship. And the last one is prepare for that. Don't wait till you need it, because you will never find it when you need it. And at least, although you don't know when the right time, when the right scholarship comes to you, at least do these steps. At least you will construct, or you will prepare yourself to win a scholarship in the future. Thank you very much.